Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Baseball King Collectibles. I am the Baseball King, and welcome to the studio, where we have a pretty good show for you. Pretty good, I think. My opinion, but what do I know? It's you like it, not me. I like it all the time. I like everything, that you guys do. So hopefully you like what we do today. Basically, we'll talk about the National for a brief moment. I wasn't there. Just from what I'm seeing on the videos, and it looked phenomenal. I mean, it really looked like it was, if you want to get what the cards you get, it's a museum in a museum, basically. It has everything there. There's nothing it doesn't have. Pretty much, if you're looking for a certain card, you're going to find it. You're going to pay maybe a premium, maybe a little bit over, maybe not. You get good deals too, I'm sure. I'm sure most of you guys got great deals and had a good time. That's all it's about, having a good time. Some people travel long distance for it. So some people live driving distance. No matter what, it's all about having a good time and enjoying the day, and it's a memory. You're not going to forget it. I went to the Atlantic City back, 1988. I don't remember. I had a great time. I remember it. It's probably 36 years ago, so something like that. 35 years ago, whatever. Nothing wrong with the hobby. You see the National. You see how many people were there. You see how many the tables were jam-packed. There's nothing wrong with this hobby. As people are saying, oh, the hobby's sinking, it's going bad. No, what's going bad is the prices are declining. So all the people who are trying to make a living off of this hobby, and really that's in the wrong business right now, I think, because it's buy and sell and trade all the time. But right now the prices went sky high after the pandemic. Now they come down level prices, and the hobby's not declining at all. It's the investors, maybe those people could be declining a little bit and all of that. But as far as a pure hobby, like a person like me who just wants to collect baseball cards, there's no stopping that. You can't decline us. We're here forever. We're not going nowhere. The real backbone of the hobby are the collectors, all right? The guys who put the sets together. You see them at the show. They're set builders. These guys are the backbone of the hobby, not the influencers, not anybody who's going to tell you what they think you should do and not. You do what's best for your collection, and that's all you need to know. It's really, you do what you like. It's as simple as that. You do what you can afford. It's as simple as that. And you always praise your spouse. Let them know they're in your corner. Let them do what you want. You want on this trip, guys. You gotta mention these spouses and tell them they had a good, very nice of letting you go. Really think about that. You single guys, hey, do what you want, man. Anytime you want, it's a nice life. But us married guys, we have the responsibility differently. It's not that, you guys single have no responsibility. It's a different way of life, that's all. Kids and that and the other thing and the picket fence and the whole 9 yards. Anyway, what else I got for you today? Oh, am I a dinosaur? That's why somebody called me a dinosaur. Because am I the oldest guy in this genre right now, talking about cards and talking about the hobby on a, weekly basis or whatever, 2-3 times a week. I'm gonna come into your living rooms if you allow me. Am I the dinosaur of the room here? I mean, most of the guys I see, there's a real young crowd, the early 20s. Those are the flippers and the traders and the breakers, and which I don't get. Spending all kind of money to try to hopefully get a card. Just buy it. So anyway, that's another issue. It's crazy. So you do what you want in this hobby, but am I the oldest? I don't know. Maybe I am. And if I am, that brings wisdom and knowledge and a lot of information, and a lot of stories. So if you guys are into that, that's why I'm here. To share my knowledge, my information, and my stories, which is plenty of. So if I'm a dinosaur, I'm the dinosaur. Welcome to Jurassic Park. This is my Jurassic Park studio. I'll rename it. What else in this genre? Basically, and this genre too, about this genre too. Who else does autographs on a consistent basis? Not just baseball. I'm talking celebrities as well. Who does both? Like I said in the last video, I know a couple of my friends, but is there any videos on YouTube? I can't find them. I can't even find YouTube's on video. Just guys showing their autograph collections off, not even giving tips on how to get autographs and things like that. Am I the only one? I don't know. But if I am, so be it. And if I'm not, so be it. And as long as you're here, that's all that matters. I'm here, you're here, and we'll get on with today's show. Enough of me. I got something here. Since it was the National, we got to talk about these cards. It's very important. My best cards, pack fresh. All right? These cards are pack fresh out of a 1968 pack. I pulled them. I pulled both of these out of a 68 pack. Okay? We got Ryan and we got Twins. All right? Pack fresh, not out of a new pack, of course. These I pulled out of pack, so what year was it? 1968 for 60, 40? Do the math. 56 years ago? When I was a prince? Okay, I was just a baseball prince back then. I was basically just learning, enjoying myself. So I got two of these. Here's a good one. I don't know if this is. I never got them graded because I don't want to send off my cards in the mail. Do you? I mean, I don't know. I don't know I'm going to get the right one back. How do you know anything? I don't trust nobody. I'm from Brooklyn. We don't trust nobody. But anyway, I don't want to send it in the mail. But I would love to get it authenticated. Look, it's not a 10. It's off center a little bit. Let me show you the back. As you can see, the back's off center too. All right, it's good. It's really nice sharp though. The corners are sharp. The front is sharp. The color pops. It's really good. It's a good copy of it. Would it be an 8, 9? I don't know. What would bring it under a 10? Obviously the centering. Then what? I don't know. So you tell me. Here's card number 2. Oh, it's the twin. You can't have one, you have to have two. So I pulled both of these. Can you imagine? I pulled both of these packed fresh. I didn't know what I had as a 12-year-old kid in 11-year-old in 1968, pulling these cards out of a pack. It's just amazing. They look the same. I mean, if you ask me, my opinion. This one, the back is very similar, off center. All right. So, but otherwise, the corners are just they're phenomenal. Everything, the color, this was my last year of collecting. As well, my 69 was, I bought pack, but 68 was my last year of collecting a whole entire set. So, and I was already, what grade was I in? 6th grade, it wasn't not as cool as, it wasn't as cool to collect baseball cards anymore. 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, it was okay. Once you get to 6th and 7th, forget it. No, don't even try it in the middle schools, junior high schools. But 6th grade wasn't cool as much either, so I kept these to myself. I just collected them, I put them away, stored them away. They stood in my closet for years and years on end, so it didn't even see the light of day. That's why I didn't discolor or nothing. And I kept them nice, It was like I said, I have them in one touches now. So hopefully these grade nice. If I ever get them graded, would I ever sell them? No, probably not. But just you got to put a price tag on things now these days, so you have to grade it. I have to pay somebody to tell me how much my card is worth. That's the way things are these days. That's just a hobby. All right, we got a couple autographs for you to show, so why not do a few baseball autographs? A couple guys here. I got a few older cards. I know you guys like the older cards. At least, everyone's a vintage, but these aren't Hall of Famers, but a couple of key names in baseball history, I would say. First one is Johnny Stevenson. And who the heck is Johnny Stevenson? What key name in baseball history? What did he ever do? Backup catcher, did nothing, all right? He was with the Cubs. He was with the Mets. He bounced around. He had a nice little career. If you could read his career on the back, maybe you could see that. But he was a really nice guy. Nice signed autographs in person. Of course, every autograph I have, again, in person. I did not buy these. I don't buy autographs. I never even thought of buying an autograph. I just get them in person because it's free. Why would I want to pay for something when I know I can get them for free? Well, that's my theory. You guys, you don't live in a place you can't. It's like if I lived in, Idaho somewhere. How am I getting an autograph anywhere in person? So, these two Johnny Stevensons. Who was Johnny Stevenson? What was his purpose in history? Well, I'll tell you. He was a backup catcher with the Mets in 1964. The first season at Shea Stadium. And Father's Day, Jim Bunning was on the mound that day. And most of you baseball historians know. And if you don't, Jim Bunning pitched a perfect game that day. On Father's Day, and he had like 4, 5, or 6 kids. He had a lot of kids, so it was a really big day for Jim Bunning. All right, so the Bunning family. Anyway, so Johnny Stevenson was out number 27. He pinch hit for the pitcher as out number 27. He struck out, ended the game. The rest is history. He could have been in history for he could have ended the perfect, but nope, he struck out, and that was it. History in the books. Jim Bunning, the first one at the time to pitch a no-hitter in both leagues. He did it with the Tigers, pitched a no-hitter, and then traded to the Phillies, and he did another no-hitter. Of course, Jim Bunning was a Hall of Famer. He had a great career. He was the first also to win, I think, 100 games in both leagues. I could be wrong about that, but he had a great career. He did win 100 in both leagues. So, all right, who do we got next? We have, this guy's historic to Philly fans. I got to throw some love to the Philadelphia Philly fans once in a while. We have Dallas Green, and we all know the importance of Dallas Green. The 1980 manager of the world champion Dallas Green, world champion Phillies. That was their first championship in, I don't know how many years. I'm not a Phillies fan, but that was a long time coming for the Phillies, okay? And now it's a long time coming again, but, they're getting close here and there. This could be their year again. But Dallas Green was a nice guy. I'll talk about him for a second. He was a journeyman pitcher. Didn't do much in his career. Bounced around, he had his nice little say in the sun. But other than that, he went in managing. That's where he made his name for himself. I think he was a pitching coach too for a little while. But he managed the Mets. First he went to the Yankees. Then he got fired from the Yankees. Of course, George was running the show back then. Steinbrenner wasn't taking any loss, any bad season for nothing. He was gone quick. Then he went over to the Mets. He stayed a few years with the Mets, and nothing happened there either. It was just a mess there too when he was there. So, but he was a good manager with the Phillies. No taking that away from him. You can't take away that championship. It's there. It's done, and that's it. Here's another guy I liked. Oh, who doesn't like this guy? And you feel grateful that he finally got his championship last year. Long time coming. None other than Dusty Baker. And I must have a dozen Dusty Baker orders. A heck of a nice guy. He pulls up to the stadium. He gets out of the car, takes his time with all the autograph fans and whoever had whatever you have. If you have 10 cards, he'll sign 10 cards. He'll chat with you. He answers questions. What a nice guy. I'm so sad he's out of baseball because baseball needs more guys like him. You really do. And what's Dusty Baker famous for other than winning the championship as a manager last year? Dusty Baker was the first one to ever be high-fived after a home run. I forgot who it was. It was with the Dodgers. I forgot who the one who high-fived him, but came across the plate and high-five. That was the first one ever. There were no high-fives when I was growing up as a kid. No, none of that. There was no elbow bashing. No, nothing. We had no dancing. No, what we had was, give me some skin. Who remembers that? You could skin like this. You went across your hands. Crazy. We didn't have any of that stuff. You shook hands. That was it. But, the high-five, Dusty Baker. First one ever. That's pretty, good job for him on Dusty. Another thing I want to talk about these couple of cards. Most of the cards, if you'll notice, people don't notice it even. National League cards, American League cards, most of them, if you can see the background, these are both Shea Stadium. All right, you can see the old scoreboard in the Shea Stadium, and there's the old upper deck behind Johnny Stevenson. And the reason for that was Topps was located in Brooklyn. They were based out of Brooklyn. I think they went to Jersey. They were always located in the tri-state area. So they did a lot of their photos during the season in the stadium. So they did it in New York. Whoever came to New York would get their photos. They'd line them up, take one at a time, take their photos for the cards. That was it. A lot of times, the same thing for the Yankees. You'd see a lot of all the American League guys. You'll see Yankee Stadium in the background. Many cards through the 60s. I mean, majority, more than half. Most spring training, or then in Yankee Stadium or Shea Stadium. That's where the big three were. Okay, for pictures of cards. Oh, well, okay. Let's get to the celebrity guests you've all been waiting for. Today's mystery celebrity quasi athlete. Oh, he was an athlete. I guess, no, he was an athlete turned celebrity, okay? Turned political. Turned celebrity. He did a little of everything, this guy. Let's see. Little sneak peek. It's a Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated cover. Those are nice. All right, it's Arnold. I don't want to tease you guys anymore. It's Schwarzenegger. All across the black party signed it. Again, these guys, they're not thinking. He could have signed it in a better spot. But still, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. It's mine. I didn't JSA it yet because I can't JSA everything. I mean, come on. It's expensive to JSA. If I wanted to JSA my whole collection or PSA, I'm talking, I don't have enough money to do that. I don't know if I have to, unless we start a GoFundMe page or something. I don't mind. We could do that. But anyway, let's talk about Schwarzenegger. How I got this autograph. It wasn't easy. It was the second attempt at getting his autograph. The first attempt was a horror story. Really. Well, I kind of assaulted by Schwarzenegger. Really, if you think about it. I'll tell you what happened. It was a rainy day. It was by Planet Hollywood. That's where he was going to. Everyone, the autograph people knew, and I knew he was going to be at Planet Hollywood that day at a certain time. He was doing some kind of event there back in Manhattan. So anyway, we show up, always get there half hour early, whatever, an hour early. I don't remember how long we waited, but it's raining. So we all got umbrellas. What are we going to do? It's raining. It doesn't stop autograph collectors. You can't if the ink gets wet on the paper, forget it. It's done, forget it. So you really got to be careful. On a rainy day, you have to have an umbrella. It's just a must, or you don't go. Basically, most people don't go on rainy days. And I felt that was an advantage for me because a lot of people wouldn't be around. So anyway, Planet Hollywood, here comes the limo, here comes Schwarzenegger. We're standing by the car. He comes out. I'm in perfect position. Arnold, can you sign, please? I got the umbrella. Can you sign? He's not signing. He's ignoring everybody. We'll walk on. Can you please sign? Schwarzenegger, please, please, please. We're walking down the block. Please, please, please. Not too far. Not down the block. From the limo to the entrance. And it's a good long way walking. Good 50 feet. So we get to the door. Turns around, and I guess he kept getting bopped with umbrellas, like everybody had, how it hits you in the back and the neck, little touches you felt it, right? Anyway, so anyway, he turns around, he grabs my umbrella. I don't know, I didn't touch him, and I didn't come near him. So he grabs my umbrella and threw it to the street. It went on all the way into the cars, ran over. That was the end of my umbrella. That was it. He launched it. And the next day, there was a little blurb. In the newspapers, these little blurbs in the New York Post or something. I don't remember, New York Daily News or the Post. It said something, Arnold Schwarzenegger, on his way into Planet Hollywood, was being attacked by umbrellas. And he took one of them gentlemen's umbrellas and he threw it into the street. So it was a little article. That's my claim to fame. 5 minutes. 2 minutes, not even. But Schwarzenegger, all right, so that I didn't get it signed that day. Still, unsigned. All right? Now what? I gotta wait for him again. Well, I'll see him again. He's in New York a lot. So he comes back. He's on the David Letterman show. He comes to the David Letterman show one night. And they barricade everything off there. It's hard to get autographs there. At that time, it was getting difficult. It was easy at one point, and the collectors caught on to it. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is a huge name. A lot of people came out for him, of course. But I was prepared. You have this. I put it on a clipboard. Little paper towel under it so it wouldn't damage it. I could really hold I could really hold it out far. I could extend it a long way. He wasn't signing. Schwarzenegger, please, 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 please. He grabbed my pen, real quick. And that was it. Again, I'm the only one. So, not easy, not the nicest. For me, in my opinion, the only 2 times I saw him, he could have been great other times. I'm sure he does. If you see him at a function, yeah, he's going to be nice. There's cameras around, there's people, there's news. You see him in the street, that's different. But now he's different. He's older now, it's different. But that was in the height of his, back in his big movie days, the True Lie days and all that stuff, and maybe before that. That's it. What else I got to tell you guys today? You want more? Well, you're going to have to come in for the next episode, and you know what you got to do. I'm begging you guys, subscribe. Like. Well, you don't have to like it. You really don't. But subscribe and ring the bell. That bing ding what comes up when you subscribe, because otherwise, how are you going to know when I come out with a new video? Every video, I got to keep asking you. I got to beg you guys. Come on. Stop. I'm up to 85 subscribers. Woohoo. Trying to get to 100. Once I get there, let's take off. Come on, guys. I'm doing okay, aren't I, for a dinosaur? Okay? So, let's wrap this one up and say goodnight to you guys. Good morning, hello, good evening, wherever you guys are watching me. I appreciate you coming in. I really do. That, even if there's only 50 of us here, 20 of us, I don't care. You're watching. I really do appreciate it. Oh, wait. Before we go. Yeah, we change the background every day. So, we got a little Beatles Abbey Road. That is Ringo Starr. And right in the middle there somewhere signed. He was a tough one. Tough. And that is Sting on the Police. Yes, that is Sting. Very nice in person. He was pretty good. And so was Ringo. Very nice. Signed autographs, no problem. Couldn't get the photo with him, but I did get a photo with Sting. I can just have to find that. And up in the cheap seats up there. Where's the cheap seats? Oh, up in the cheap seats we got Sandy Koufax and Harmon Killebrew. Why Harmon Killebrew? You say, well, he's my second favorite player of all time after Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle was my first. I can't deny that. That's why I wish I wasn't a Mickey Mantle person, because it's expensive, Mickey Mantle, if you want to be a Mickey Mantle collector, okay? If Carl Yastrzemski, a little bit less. Hank Aaron, a little bit less. Willie Mays, a little less. Mickey Mantle's, it's costing me a fortune if I want to really get his good stuff. And but Killebrew was my second. And after Mantle retired, that's when I took over, big time Killebrew fan. And Koufax, how do you not love Sandy Koufax? Who doesn't, right? And I got them inscribed. Those photos are inscribed. Try to get them inscribed now. What do they charge you at a show? Every word now? I mean, isn't that silly? You can't do anything at a show. You get the autograph, and wait online for 2 hours, pay $250, $300 for Koufax, probably more. and you get nothing. You can't even take a photo with the guy. You can't even have him write Hall of Fame. You can't nothing unless you want to pay. Unless you want to pay the almighty dollar. It's all about that. So guys, I'm overtime. All right.